Hey, what's up everybody? Jimmy is Promo here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how you'd be able to get back into those old days of you playing your old favorite Nintendo games or whichever it may be. So this one right here is actually talking about the Nostalgia NES application, which is actually going to be the one that is right here. And so basically you go into Nostalgia, and then this is where you'd be able to check out all the games. And so I'll show you two different websites that I use to download the games. And it's really cool. Right here, it kind of shows you a little bit of the games that I have. I've got Punch-Out, Pinball, Paperboy, Dr. Mario, Contra, Battletoads, and then I also got that 101, which is awesome. And my favorite games is Tetris. So first off, the question is, where do you go to get this application to play these really old games? The first place is actually just go into the Play Store, and then inside of the Play Store, if you just type in nostalgia.nes or type in NES emulator, NES stands for Nintendo Entertainment System. And then you can choose any of these you would like to. The one I have is the very first one. It is free. It has a good rating on it of a 4.1. I don't know the difference between free and pro, but I'm probably going to buy it just to see the difference. It's only $2. And then outside of that, where do you get the games? And just so you guys know, these are extremely, extremely small files. They're little zip files, so they'll download really fast. So the first one is actually freeroms.com. That is actually my favorite one to go to, and you guys can choose some of the other ones if you'd like to. The other website is the Emu Paradise.mobi, which is basically emulator, is what the EMU stands for, and it's paradise. So you guys can check this one out, and all you have to do is go through here, and on the left-hand side, you're going to see where it talks about NES. And then you can search, with all these games here. But I kind of like the freeroms.com a little bit better. For example, you can actually go to the one that has the most votes. So if you wanted to see the most voted games, then you can actually just go into most votes. The other stuff you can do is you can go to highest paid, you can go to most popular, stuff like that. So here's Excitebike, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Mega Man 2, and everything else as well. Now, if you would also like to, you'd be able to go by the name. So if you wanted to get Tetris, just hit on the letter T, and then this is where you'd be able to find Tetris. And then all you'd have to do is click on it and download. Once you've chosen the letter T, it's actually going to show you everything. So here's all the games you can download, and it all starts with the letter T. So Track and Field 2, that actually looks pretty fun. So you just choose on Track and Field 2, and then this is where the direct download is at. Let's see if I can move my mouse to where it is located, which is actually just right there. So when you hit on direct download, you hit it, and it's downloading, and now it should be done. And there it is. It is actually done and complete. Now, so you found your Nostalgia NES Lite application to play your old games. I also showed you two different websites you can go to get the games for free and extremely fast. Now, you've downloaded your game. How do you get it? So open up the NES emulator. On the very top right-hand side, click on those three little dots, and that is the menu. And then this is where you go to search device for ROMs. And this may take 10 seconds, may take a minute. Kind of depends on how many you've downloaded. And so here we are. It actually just loaded. And there is on the very bottom the Track and Field. The very last file that you see is right there. Now, I don't want that game. Okay, so now you got your games and everything else. And so what are you gonna do for your controller? So this is actually where I have three different controllers that I use. This very first one, which you guys have seen before, this is the TD3D Bluetooth controller. I like it because there's gonna be a lot of games where you're gonna want joysticks, and so this is giving me that. Now, in terms of this one right here, this NES emulator, I actually got the classic NES controller. This is my little baby. I hold this all the time. I use it, play with it all the time. You can actually get this on Amazon as well too. And then you just basically pair it with your tablet, and then I'll show you how you can set up all the settings for it. And then for all of you keyboard people out there, you'd be able to get yourself a little Bluetooth keyboard to where you'd be able to play your games via a keyboard. So let's go into the settings for this. So again, you click on the very top right-hand side where those three dots are. This is where you go to Preferences. Inside of Preferences, go all the way down. and you're gonna see those three options on the very bottom where it says select profile, edit profile, and then select input method. Hold on a second, I'm cooking some food. So to add your controller, a part of the preferences and gamepads and everything else, so make sure that you have your Bluetooth controller already paired with your cell phone, the tablet, or whatever you're using to use this emulator. And on the very bottom, you'll actually go to one where it says Edit Profile. Now this is where you already have one that is set up, and let's say you want to add it. So when you go to Select Profile is where on the very bottom where it says New Profile, this is where you would create one. So let's just say that I hit on New Profile, but I'm actually going to hit on the TD 3D, which is, I remember the ones for this controller here. So inside of here, you go to Edit Profile. Once you've selected that you're making a new one, you gave it your little title. And then on the very top up here, you can see where it says up. So what would you like to use as up? So you can really use anything you want to. So you just select it, and then since I want it to be up, I'm actually just going to hit up. Now let's go on to the down, and then again, this is where you hit on down, and then it'll actually save it for you. Here's right, you just hit right. Here is left, you hit left. And then for the start, you're going to choose which one you want to use for the start button. And then here is the select. Now, just so you guys know, to show you that I want to change the letters on the right-hand side, as you guys can see on the screen up there. For A, what I'll do is I'll actually put in the letter X. And that is where you can tell that, hey, this just changed a few things. So just so you guys know, I'm going to go back to A. I'm going to choose A. And then go down to B. I'm going to choose B. For Turbo A, this is where I'm going to choose Y. And then Turbo B, I'm actually just going to choose X. So now I've got all my controls set up for this game. So I'm going to hit the back button. And then this is where you'd be able to get into the games that you like to play. So I'm going to head over into Tetris just to kind of show you guys a little bit. Hey, check out that high score, 150,000. So if you guys can beat these scores, go for it. Let me know. Post it. You know, tweet me, Facebook me, whatever. I need a little bit of competition here. So let's get going and play. So now this is where you just play the game, get it going. But I will have to say this is actually really weird. This is my first time actually playing Tetris with this controller. All the other times I've actually been playing with this guy, and this makes it way easy. So I hope this has helped you guys out. There's a ton of games that is on this emulator. So basically, you guys got the two websites, you guys got the application. Also, you know that you can use this type of Bluetooth controller, this type of Bluetooth controller. Shoot, you can even use a keyboard. And everything's the exact same when you set up the controls. You just got to Bluetooth your device to it, get into that application, go to all the preferences, add it in there, and then choose what you'd like to have for the controls. So please reach out if you guys have any questions. Below down here is all of my social media. So the Twitters, the Instagrams, the Facebook, everything else. Everything is Jimmy is Promo. Make sure you guys subscribe to me on this channel. It is free, so if you like this video, make sure you subscribe because I'm going to do a lot more. Maybe I'll just do some more gameplays and I'll play Tetris and see how high I can go, or Pac-Man, whatever the case. So show me the love, and I'll see you guys later.